Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Nos, üdvözlök mindenkit, én Szovi, ezt mind láthatjátok, a Serena című játék, abból is egy végigjátszás. Hát belekezdünk ebbe a csodálatos játék, csodálatos világának a csodálatos mindenségességébe. Na, amit tudni kell a játékról. Pozitívumok elsősorban, hogy ez egy kattingatós, point and click, kaland, adventure játék. Amiben egy férfit fogunk alakítani. És az egész játék az ebben a kunyhóban fog játszódni. Összességében. Nem lesz egy hosszú játék, mert ezt gyakorlatilag 1 óra alatt végig lehet játszani. És nagyjából így ennyi, tehát ez egy nagyon-nagyon rövid végigjátszás lesz. És lényeg a lényeg, hogy végig fogunk menni ezen a történeten. Na, negatívumok. 1. A játéknak nincsen semmi menüje. Bocsánat. Na, vissza még egyet a pozitívumokra. Steamen elérhető a játék, teljesen ingyenes. Tehát bármikor letöltheted, bármikor végigjátszhatod úgy, ahogy akarod. A magyar feliratot azt utólag kell ugye rátelepíteni, mert alapból nem tartalmazza. Alapból nem tartalmazza a magyar feliratot. A másik dolog az, hogy nincsen benne se megállítás, tehát akkor gyorsan menjünk a negatívumokra. Hogy nincs benne menü, nincs semmi. Ha megnyomom az Escape-et úgy, hogy van, kidob engem a játékból, teljes mértékben. Tudtommal még mentés sincs a játékon belül. Úgyhogy nagyjából így úgy van, hogy most ezt így együltő helyenben én most így ideültem, és ezt most végig kell játszanom, mert bármi baj történik, akkor kezdhetem az egészet előről. De hát mivel rövid játékról van szó, amit tényleg 1 óra le lehet tudni, ezért úgy vagyok vele, hogy hát akkor hajrá, tudjuk le az egészet. Na, és akkor kötelező körök le vannak futva, akit érdekel ez a játék, az maradjon itt. Jó szórakozás hozzá, akit nem győztem meg ezekkel a dolgok, ezekkel az érvekkel, azoknak azt tudom mondani, hogy hát akkor valami más videó vagy játék után nézzenek. Technikai dolgok, OBS-sel veszem fel. Nem tudom, mióta vagy itt. Én sem tudom már, mióta vagyok itt. OBS-sel veszem föl, én 100%-ban vagyok hallható, de az OBS-en belül csak 30%-ban veszem fel a játéknak hangerejét, mert még azt se lehet beállítani. Semmit nem lehet rajta beállítani. Ezt így elindítod és kész. Tehát ez így van. És akkor a játékhoz kell igazodnod. Ne tennek magad. Jó, de hagyjuk akkor a negatívokat. Lényeg, tehát azt mondta, hogy nézzünk meg még egyszer Serenát. Aha, tehát valószínű, hogy mi vagyunk ezek, és ő pedig Serena.
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers.
Igen, ezt nem tudom.
It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us.
Jó.
My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, my love.
Jó, ennyi, akkor rakjuk ezt le. Na, rakjuk le. Köszönöm. Jó, van még pozitívum a játéknak, akkor az, hogy egyetlen egy egér kell hozzá, tehát semmi billentyűzet elméletileg nem kell hozzá, tudtam. De akkor vizsgáljuk át itt a dolgokat.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now... Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks. It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt. I always planned to switch to mineral or sea salt, but then I always ended up buying the regular stuff. Doctors, they always overreact.
Mennyit lehet beszélni egy sóról, nem? Tehát...
I must be even more exhausted than I realize. Here I am staring at a salt shaker. My thoughts are
Hát,
a million
nagyjából
miles
igen.
away. It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt. I always planned to switch to
Jó, igen,
mineral
az akkor
or
semmi.
sea salt. Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song. It's just a pepper shaker, really. We got this set from that clearance sale, however long ago that was, yet we never needed to refill it. I didn't notice this before. It reads, "Contents imported from Ceylon." How old is this stuff?
Lehet, hogy elég... De lehet, hogy csak a borítása az, nem?
It's just a pepper shaker, really.
Tényleg? Jó.
The
És az?
table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Most rátértünk itt az asztalra?
I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Jó, az a szék.
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. One of a matching pair, obviously.
Ugye fölmerülnek így bennünk így kérdések, hogy most oké, Serena, meg hasonlók, de mi történt Serenával? Tehát, hogy most így...
Gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there.
Ott hagytátok, nagyon jó.
For all the charm of furniture like
Jó,
this,
ezt már hallottuk.
something about it reminds me
Jó, ugye
of
tudok
Ingmar
mozogni
Bergman.
is, tehát ugye képről képre.
Brooding.
De hogy nézem innen. Hát innen ugye asztal, nem tudom, még ez a tányér.
Dining table was well worn even
Nem,
when
ugyanúgy
we
az izéről
acquired the
beszél az
cabin.
asztalról.
You could tell from its appearance
No,
that
hát
it had
merre
been the
felinduljunk
centerpiece
el?
of
Induljunk
many
el akkor
happy
erre.
occasions. And there were many more to come.
Na nézzük.
I could
Így?
tell plenty of stories about this table.
Hát
To be
akkor
honest,
ez
I'm surprised it's
ugyanazt
still in one
mondogatja.
piece.
Na ez micsoda?
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry.
Hát de miért nem vagy éhes, és miért nem eszel?
I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Igen, és mi az, ami foglalkoztat? Mi
The
az a
stove
fontos
looks
dolog?
like something from World War I. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we managed to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly.
Feeling peckish, dear?
The stove looks like something from World War I.
Jó. Akkor ma ugyanaz. Akkor mondatok vannak. A serpenyő.
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking.
Az serpenyő, az külön van, jó,
Truth be
igen.
told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims. It belongs in a museum.
Igen.
An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth.
Azért annyira nem lehet
I think
régi
it
az a
dates from the
serpenyő.
colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims.
Jó, ott
It
az.
belongs in a museum.
Az ugyanúgy arra érzékeli, jó? Ó! Várjál. A különböző sor, gondolom én, különböző könyvekkel. Nézzük itt ezt. Ja, ha, 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 ha.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase.
Kezdjük itt
My
a
life would
széléről.
have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
No.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here.
Próbálom őket olvasni, de most egyik se annyira ismerős itt számomra. Így név szempontjából se.
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No. Of course not.
Necronomicont. Jó.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Jó, igen, ez már ismétlődik, és hogyha itt
A lot
kattintok...
of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did
Ja,
I?
ugyanazokat mondogatja, jó.
No. Of course not.
Akkor hátrébb. Nem, ez még ugyanaz. Nem, ez az ugyanaz, jó. Tehát csak erre a felére tud nézni, ezek szerint. Tehát ami itt van... Na. Tehát ami itt van ezen a felén, az nem lényeges, jó. Az nem lényeges, jó. És itt ez a sor.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still a lot
Yeah.
of rarities.
Sok
I didn't
ritkaság.
lend out my Necronomicon, did I? Most of the
Necronomicon.
books are mine. A
Yeah.
lot of rarities and special editions here.
Friedrich Olsen neve az már, na, az már valami, tehát így az már, mint hogyha hallottam volna róla. No. Ennyi, akkor ennyi. Itt alul. Semmi. Ez a fotel.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Furcsa fordulatot vettek.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Igen, és ez a kép. Ez on bizalomgerjesztő. Jó. Igen, itt az asztal, jó. Akkor menjünk egy picit odébb. Azért ez már hang volt. Jó, gondolom a fotelről megint ugyanaz van, csak más szögből.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now. Of
Jó,
course,
igen.
we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't
Azt
before
nézem, hogy
things...
van-e még itt valami érdemlegesség. Az nem, ott az ajtó. Itt ez. Hát ez is egy érdekes kép. Most tök őszintén, ki rak ki ilyeneket?
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
Más dolog, hogy nem is lehet rajta kilátni. Tehát én nem is látom, hogy van-e bármi odakint.
I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
Hát az... Hát, hogy nem ártott volna megtisztítani, öreg, de...
There's
mindegy.
probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena.
Na, mert hol van Serena?
I can make out nothing through this window.
Azt látom.
There was a time long ago that all this disrepair felt oddly homey.
Hát, jó.
All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We
Akinek
like
az
it.
elhanyagoltság otthonost jelent, nem tudom.
I can make out nothing through this window.
Jó. Ja, hát nézzük akkor az egész házikót.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
De
There's always a chance she might return.
jöjj, visszajön?
There's nothing for me out there.
De visszajön. Serena visszajön. Ha visszajön. Tehát így. Igen. De az igaz barátok egymás mellett állnak, bármilyen nehézség jön szembe. Most így tudnám ezt lefordítani.
She made this with her own hands.
Ezt a
It was
szőnyeget?
real
Az igen.
good.
Az már szép. Szép teljesítmény.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Ja.
See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
Biztosak lehetünk benne?
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there, just more creaky
Hát, ha
floor.
te mondod, akkor nincs alatta. Bár azért én megnézném. Ugye kíváncsi egy természet vagyok. Ez micsoda? Ugye, de szerelmem a békében, a szívemben. Mit mondjon? Niam of the G blue eyes. Yeah, eyes blue eyes. A jeges szemed. De mi az a Niam? Niam, mindegy. Pride, igen, tehát ő lovagolja el velem, she your mortal... halandóság. Nem tudom, ez a shield, meg nem tudom, ez a guiz. Here is out mount. Show white meat. Itt vagyunk a hegyeken túl.
Still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
Jó, mindegy, ez egy vers, de nem tudom, hogy most ennek van-e bármi jelentősége. Tehát a fickó az akkor is beszél, amikor nem csinálok igazából semmit?
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else?
Hát miért nem nyitjuk ki?
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
Jó. Nem akarja kinyitni, akkor nem. Akkor nem. Igen, fotó.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Semmi. Ha kifele nem tudunk menni, akkor nézzünk el erre. Jó, akkor itt megnézzük az
Our
ágyat.
refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her...
Azt nem értem amúgy ebbe a játékba. Ha egyet kattintok, akkor miért érzékeli úgy, hogy duplán kattintottam? Tudom. Pedig elvileg az egérrel meg semmi gond nincsen.
There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Jaj. Szörnyek a fejben,
I
ajjaj.
feel too restless to sleep right now.
Ó, ez oké. De érted, lelépett Serena, tehát visszajön majd.
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose.
Aha. Áldás és átok. Tehát, hogyha nincs veled, akkor nem tudsz aludni. Ez most hogy áldás? Jó.
There are no monsters under the bed.
Jó.
I guess they're all in my
Ez
head.
legyenek a fejedbe. Legyen a fejedbe akkor, jó?
For some
Lampa?
reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. 2 days, 3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out.
Na, lehet, hogy rossz helyen van. Lehet, hogy nem is a lámpával van a gond, hanem magával a konnektorral, ahol be van kötve, nem? Tehát...
Whenever her lamp didn't work, Serena would come by my side to read. A few moments later, she would lay her head down on my chest and fall asleep.
Vagy arra nem gondoltatok, hogy ki kéne cserélni a lámpákat?
The only reason this lampshade gathered less dust than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs in this one.
Jó.
Because of a wiring problem or whatever, this one always starts smelling sharply of metal after being on for a while.
Na mindegy, jó.
Considering what a strong odor of metal this one gives off when in use, I guess we were lucky never to have an accident.
Ja, simán beéghetett volna ez az egész hó belebancskódsz rá, igen, tehát úgy minden itt fából van.
The only reason this lampshade gathered, because of a wiring problem or whatever, this one always starts smelling
Csak
sharply of
ugyanazokat
metal
mondogatja azért a
after being on for
lámpáról.
a while.
Ja, de ebbe a szekrénybe mik vannak?
Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others.
Hát valahogy úgy.
They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world. We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin, like my books.
Rengeteg dolgot elmondtál azokról a könyvekről.
A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some,
Jó.
boring to others.
A világról se tud akkor sok érdemes információt mondani, igen, ez a...
She is fairly religious, not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess.
Hát úgy néz ki.
Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. I have no need for the words in there. I don't feel like being admonished by a deity right now. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible.
Ha nem, akkor nem. Maga, ahogy néztem, más dolgot nem tudunk nézni. Végre. Lassan fogta fel, hogy mit akarok.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it.
És még nem nyitott ki?
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now.
Most tudom, milyen ruhában vagyunk.
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. I'm a casual
Jó.
dresser. No need to change clothes right now.
Jó, semmi. Jó, ennek sincs itt értelme. Jó, a legalsót meg... Ja nem, a legalsót azt kihúztuk. Azt akartam mondani, hogy a legalsót nem tudom kihúzni, de az is volt. Jó, akkor menjünk át a túloldalra.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
Természet ellenes nyugalom.
I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place.
Ennyire nem lehet kilátni, és azt se látom, hogy mi van, hol erdőben vagyunk, vagy hol vagyunk.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark.
Ja, jó. Látom.
The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing.
Szóval voltak az itt veszekedések.
Confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
Óha, na itt szerintem azt a sok mindent át kell nézni.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Aha. Vérnyomás csökkentő, jó.
I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Azért, de egyre hangosabb ez az óra,
Beta
nem?
blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though. Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Jó, ebben mi van? Kulcsok.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Van autó is. Nagyon jó.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
És ha nem?
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Az évek során ez így nem derült ki, hogy csináltatott te pótkulcsot?
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing.
Jó, ennyi, ugyanazokat
It
mondogatja.
comes here anyway.
Jó. Az ott.
Commune Evidence, Serena's favorite perfume.
Ez egy parfüm, jó, oké.
I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Jó, de ezt tudjuk nagyon, hogy ez nem elég.
It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Na, szóval egyre több lett a veszekedés.
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad.
Jó, igen.
Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens.
Most sose gondoltam én így egy parfümre.
We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Jó, fésű. Erre miért kellett ennyire ráközelíteni? Ha
There's
rajta van a haja,
strand
igen?
of blonde hair in the comb.
Igen, és mi a probléma ezzel?
Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Hát csak nem. És elfelejtette, hogy... Tehát nem tudja föl eleveníteni a
She also
Serenának az
had a
arcát?
brush, and I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items.
Aj, kefe.
It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth.
Micsoda
Hers.
tükör?
I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
Jó. Nem akarod magadat megnézni benne?
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Jó.
The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
Hát... Pedig lehet, hogy jót tenne, hogyha tükörben néznénk.
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere.
Akkor lehet, hogy kiderülne, hogy milyen állapotban vagyunk.
After all these years, it permanently smells of her
Hát,
and
hogyha nem,
her
akkor nem.
perfume.
Na, fiókok. Itt van egy levél.
How do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it.
Igen, jó. És most hol tartottunk? Hát egymásnak a meleget, azt a dolgot, amit belegondolsz, mindegyikünknek megvan, hogy azt valakinek átadhassuk. És aztán rántottál a hóba, te kis huncut, nevettünk és hengerként gördültünk tovább a fejem. Már amúgy is forgott a bortól, ropogósan Tiszta levegőtől és mindent körülvevő nyugalomtól.
And then you toppled us on the snow, you
Yep,
devil.
yep.
We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
Igen, ennyi? Ennyiből ezt szűrted le. Oké. Érme. Óra, ami nem jár. Semmi.
So glad to meet you. My name is Serena.
Én is. Nem, bocsánat. Mármint én nem vagyok Serena.
My heart is racing. I can't help but feel there's something I have to do.
Igen. És mit? Mit kéne megtenned?
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
Azt mondja, hogy 6 óra 15 perc van. Ketyeg az óra, de nem mozdul.
The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
Az biztos. Jó, persze, én is úgy vagyok vele, hogy vannak bizonyos hangok, igen, amiket hozzászokik az ember, azt már nem hallja.
Time never mattered
Ez.
much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here. As long as we were together and happy.
Nem értem, hogy miért beszél múlt
The
időben.
clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again.
Én úgy látom, hogy nem is jár az óra. Mondjuk az lehet, hogy csak programozási dolog, de mindegy.
No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered.
Bármennyi óra lehet.
The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times
ugyanazokat
wound it up,
mondogatod
it
róla.
keeps going
Jó.
out of sync.
Ez a lámpa.
Like its sibling, this lamp would last for months.
Igen.
We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. The sun is streaming through the window. No reason to turn this on.
Akkor nem lett volna észszerű az, hogy ezt a lámpát átviszitek oda, mert ott amúgy is sötétebb van. Itt meg amúgy is van fény, nem? Ó,
All
mindegy.
these metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. Wait, that's another kind of light.
Ja.
A lamp is a lamp, but to a writer, every mundane item triggers connections, and that leads to more. It seemed like neither of us could bother to properly wipe the lampshades.
Hát nem.
All these metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. Wait, that's another kind of light.
Hát... Nem tudom, ezek ilyen férfi újságok, ilyen biznisz, meg ilyenek? Mindegy. Semmi olyan érdemleges akkor. Na hát a házat körbenéztük. És ahogy nézem, nagyjából ennyi, úgyhogy azt mondom, hogy üljünk vissza, aztán nézzük meg, hogy van-e valami... Ó!
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was my love.
Most már, mint hogyha emlékeznék az arcára, de olyan furcsa.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. My love. We don't have a lot of photos. The guy who snapped this?
Ennyi? Ugyanazokat a hülyeséget mondogatod, jó?
All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday?
Úgy tűnik, előre haladás van.
This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. It's different. But that just... it can't be different. Am I going mad?
Valószínű.
Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple. The guy who snapped it, my love.
Jó, ezek szerint új információk jönnek a tárgyakból.
Dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
És a
Is
show?
it my imagination, or are you using even more these days?
She had a point. I am on medication for blood pressure, after all. I'm determined to make a change when she comes back. Yes, no more indulgences. I want to do things right.
Ha visszatér,
I must be even more exhausted than I realize. Here I am, staring at a salt shaker. My thoughts a million
és a
miles
borssal mi a
away.
helyzet?
Lonely Hearts Club Band. Pig and Pepper, Alice in Wonderland. You know, all these associations, links, plays on words. My head is full of them, and it never stops.
Yes, I could sure use some pepper today. God, I'm so bored.
We got this set from that clearance sale, however long ago that was, yet we never needed to refill it. I didn't notice this before. It reads, contents imported from Ceylon.
Szerintem itt most megint ugyanazokat a dolgokat
Oh,
mondogatja
this
már.
stuff.
Szerintem álljunk föl. Hát, igen, legalább a fény is megváltozott, mint hogyha egy kicsit sötétebbé változott volna itt a dolog. Na igen.
Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless.
Az annak tűnik, igen.
I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches. I made my own too, of course, but it just made me happy to see. When she was happy, she'd hum her favorite songs as she puttered around. I can't remember the last time. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we managed to do with it from time to time. Well,
Jó, ez már megint ugyanaz, amit ugye már mondott. Tudjátok, mi lenne jó ebben a játékban? Hogy amikor már valamit már hallottunk, akkor azt így nem. Tehát, hogy itt így kattingatnék, és akkor nem jelenne meg semmi.
I didn't cook much for her, always so worried about my stuff. Damn, I can't even remember what her favorite meal was.
Look, I said I would do it. Will you just sit down over there? I'll make you something we can both enjoy eating.
An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth.
Bimbam. Ott egy bimbambolás. Igen, a könyvek.
I let my work destroy my life. Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time.
Még egyszer, mi volt ez?
I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake, or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away.
Hűha. Kezd eldurvulni egy kicsit az öreg.
Oh, those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Mondjuk már kezdek én is úgy kíváncsi lenni, hogy mi történt, vagy mi van.
Upset to even think straight.
Oké.
I hate her so much.
Őt. Serenát?
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
És a többire is ezt mondod?
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Úgy tűnik, hogy igen.
Too upset to even think straight.
Hát akkor nyugodjál meg! Általában attól megnyugszunk.
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter?
Leveledet.
Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
Ó. Nem hallgattad végig?
I hate her so much.
Utálod őt.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Mi ez a kép? Hadd nézzek ki.
It's like looking into my own soul right now.
Piszkos.
Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination.
Ez egy statikus dolog, úgyhogy nem, nincs itt semmi.
It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me.
Az, hogyne.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Jó, hát akkor ne érdekeljen, jó? Hát most... Ó. Az a folt az eddig is ott volt?
I feel
Szék?
like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier.
Húha. Igen.
It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night.
Azon az éjszakán.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Jó. Na, neked így jó. Át tudnék így oda menni. Lehet. Ez a kép még mindig. Semmi. Jó, az nem változott meg.
A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now.
Jó, hát de el kéne dönteni, igen, hogy most akkor melyikre hallgatunk, mert ez így nem lesz jó. Szerintem.
Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
Serena lelépett
All
valamiért.
of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Pedig ez csak egy ajtó. Igen. Kölyünk át ide. Ó, ez megváltozott.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclura? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann.
Ó, ebből egy szót nem értek amúgy.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Kicsit olyan hisztis ez a fickó.
Sit down, we need to talk.
Ajaj.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Persze, jó, hát ez minden ág van oldva. Utáljuk csak, na. Most már kinyitod ezt a ládát? Kinyitja? Hát betörjük.
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here?
Na. Hát nem tök mindegy, mit keres
Just a
itt?
bunch of schmaltzy junk.
Igen?
A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength.
És ez
I
micsoda?
sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story.
Távolságtartás. Az igen.
I sit here on the
Jó, nem.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Érdekes történések. Tehát te egy ilyen író akárkicsoda vagy, aki jól bánik a szavakkal, és úgy tűnik, hogy Serena így úgy érzékeli, hogy te kiforgattad így a dolgokat.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Ugye?
All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it.
Te miért akarsz mindig mindent kidobni, meg elégetni?
I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? I'm too upset to even think straight.
És ezt ugyanilyen bunkó stílusban mondtad neki, hogy ja, tök szép a szőnyeged,
I
bazzeg.
hate her so much.
Hát, nyugodtan utálgass csak. Majd mindjárt nézzük a szekrényt csak. Nézzünk el ide.
Birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside.
Nyugodtan, persze.
There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And all of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
És az óra?
Incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now.
Nem lehetne, hogy inkább csak így kikapcsolod?
It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy.
Akkor miért nem szeded le?
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Ó, te.
No, I can still see even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. Why torture myself trying to remember? I couldn't care less about the damn thing now.
Nem tudtam, hogy ezt ki lehet így húzni.
Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Nem tudtam, hogy ezt ki lehet szedni. Ennyire hátra kell kattolni, hogy izé. Igen, itt volt, jó, oké. Jó. Hát ki gondolta volna, hogy van itt a sok izé férfias magazin.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even.
Volt. Milyen volt? Ott az. Ja, baszki. Bocsi.
Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway.
Szerintem elég sötét van ahhoz, hogy az ember ledőljön, de mindegy.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Na, akkor nézzük. Most nézzük, hogy átalakul-e a zegér kurzor. Hogy találok-e én itt valamit. Titkot. Érdekességet. Ezek szerint itt nem. Ezt olvastuk már, gondolom én. Óra, igen, pénz. Jó, semmi. Nyád. Igen, fésű.
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed.
És az mi a gond, hogyha valaki megfésüli magát, mielőtt lefekszik?
Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Jó, igen, és a
Can't
tükör.
even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Hát, nem tudom.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Jó, akkor idegeskedjél tovább. Igen, itt.
High blood
Opa.
pressure. What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Ó,
I hate her so much.
ó! Ez a kép az eddig is itt volt? Az elmegyógyintézetre várva. Ó.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
A parfüm?
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Ja, valószínűleg azért hagyta itt, hogy idegesítsen téged. Nyilvánvaló, nem? Jó. Igen, ez.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I
Megváltozott.
don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it.
Várjál, most nagyon furcsa, hogy ez az alsó része, ez ismerős nekem, de... Az eleje az nem ez volt, nem?
And then you toppled us on the snow.
Na de, várjál már. Most akkor... Jó, lehet már én is már hülye vagyok.
Is this where she kept her secrets? I should take a look inside. Where to put it?
Ja, jó, azt hittem a tükörről vele tudunk nézni.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Mondjuk én kicsit... Én most ez is nyikorog.
Too upset to even think straight. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage?
Miért nem?
I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp? I hate her so much. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things.
Ja, jó. Gyenge elmélyű nőszemély, az igen.
It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. All of these...
Jó, ezt ma mondtad, igen.
Just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
No, és semmi más extra dolog itt nincsen, jó? Nem, akkor nem. Szekrény.
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in.
És az a... És abban mi a rossz? Tehát így... Jaj.
Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me?
Nem tudom.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Akkor nyisd ki ezt. Mindig nem akarja ezt a szekrényt kinyitni, jó? Csuk be. Lassút nyisd ki. Semmi extra. Jó, semmi. Jó, akkor ezt nyisd ki. Jó, körbementem a házban. Újra. Üljünk le.
Upset to even think straight.
Jó, nem kell itt tisztán gondolkodni, üljél le.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it.
Jó.
She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our
Jó, a kép az megint
they're all
megváltozott.
lies.
Szomorúságból átment mi az? Mit mondott? Mérges, ideges, mindegy. Wow! Ez mi? Ezt honnan szedted?
I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile.
Jó, költői kérdés. Az micsoda? De nem tudom mi ez. A gyűrűt azt látom, de ez mi? Fülbevaló vagy mi?
I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right?
Nem.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Jó, igen, a
Her
gyűrű.
ring or mine. But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no.
Hát lehet, hogy levette.
It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Na, mondjuk lehet, hogy jó lesne. Ha rájönnénk, igen, hogy mi történt.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Jó, akkor az asztalról nem beszélünk többet.
Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat. She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I hate her so much.
Az nem változott, igen.
All of these...
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
Az igen. Az már beszólás volt.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited.
Ja, hogyne.
If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Hát akkor menjünk körbe megint. Meg szerint van megint valami kis változás, igen.
I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. I'm too upset to even think straight. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Igen. Ez dobta neked? Sajon miért?
Here's your stupid omelet.
Az igen.
I hate her so much. All of these... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Jó, és a könyvek?
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Jó, itt akkor semmi. Ez?
I hate her so much. All of these
Jó, akkor ez se.
pathetic souvenirs from our relationship.
Ez
They're all
megint.
lies.
Nézem, itt ez megint semmi.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Jó, hát az ablak akkor megint semmi. Szék.
Torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Jó, semmi. Kép. Semmi. Ajtó.
I hate her so much. All of these
Jó, nem tudok kimenni még mindig.
pathetic souvenirs
Nem
from
vagyok
our
hajlandó kimenni ezek
relationship.
szerint.
They're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Jó, akkor itt megint semmi. Ládikó.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You
Szerintem
continue,
ez már
I no
volt.
longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense, and the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on and on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
Szóval, hogyha volt ennek második oldal, akkor most találtam
Upset
meg.
to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Jó, akkor ennyi.
All of this pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this.
Jó, le se toljad azt a tárgyat, oké. Már megint nyikorog.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Hát már mondjuk lehet, hogy jó lesne.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Jó, akkor idegeskedj tovább.
So
Jó, igen,
much.
utáld őt tovább,
Why
igen.
must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
Kancsót.
When
Hogy
did
ide
the
a
place
kancsó?
get so out of hand? I hate dust, and so did she, but here's a whole freaking cake of it. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Igen.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why
Pedig szerintem
torture
nem rossz.
myself trying to remember?
Igen.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Hát, akkor nem. Na és itt ezek a dolgok?
All of these
Nem, utálj még mindig, jó?
couldn't care less
Nem
about
érdekel ez a
this damn
tárgy,
thing.
jó? Fiók. Jó, semmi. Alsó fiók. Jó, semmi.
And then you toppled us on this.
Jó, ez semmi, ugyanaz a levél. Még mindig.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Jó, pirulára akkor még mindig semmi. Vagy hát már semmi.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Parfümnél semmi.
I hate her so much.
Igen, még mindig utálod. Nem egy jó intézetre várva, igen. Jó. Na, mindjárt megnézzük azt a szekrényt, igen, de gondolom, hogy abban lesz
All
a
of this
megoldás.
these pathetic souvenirs. I couldn't care less.
Nem
about
érdekel a
this.
tárgy.
Torture myself
Minek
trying to
kínzod
remember.
magadat. Jó. Akkor csukjuk be. Jó, de először is nézzük itt ezeket a dolgokat. Itt van-e valami? Semmi. Ja, nem, azt hiszem, hogy a fény az megváltozott, de nem. Tűnik, hogy nem. Csak sokkal sötétebb lett. Neki tudjuk ezt most már nyitni?
You realize how stupid
Oh.
this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But you
Azt hiszem megvan Serena.
My God,
we can't
what is
do
this?
now. The bulldozers
can't-
are coming any minute.
It isn't.
Don't worry.
How did it happen? I can't remember.
You think they will
It's already rotten beyond recognition.
It's been
But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
But no, it couldn't help your dad. Now, the bulldozers are coming any minute. Don't worry.
És valami hangok vannak odakint.
You spent much time here. You think they will buy it after all this time? Fire will do it. It's been months since you.
Próbáljuk meg az asztalt. Oh!
My face. What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment?
Szadjand az arcod, de a kezed is.
It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. Until I took her life. I am a demon. A destroyer. Impure. Dead, worm-eaten wood. The many times we sat here, so many. To think there would ever be a last time. The dinners, the laughs. I can't bear looking at it any longer. Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always toy with my feelings? What have I done to you, my Serena? I can't think about this. I feel faint. Have to breathe normally.
Jó, ez akkor semmi.
Why
Elfogyott.
is it in
Végre.
this chest? Was it guilt? Disgust? Denial? In sickness and in health, until death do us part.
Jó, kezdenek eltűnni, igen, akkor a tárgyakról a dolgok. Amit a kérdőjelek, meg a vizsgálódás.
Getting hysterical. Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense. Pepper, the black condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this. I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing.
Jó, Anna.
Random associations. I remember after our fight just staring at this salt shaker for what seemed like hours. Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar, my guardian angel. What have I done?
Hát fényképpen már nem tudok mit kezdeni. Az, hogy ott kint beszélget valaki, azt nem tudom, hogy beszélgetnek. Ezt nem nagyon értem.
Just words. This is not life. All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become? All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance.
Hát ezek szerint, ja. Ezek szerint akkorát veszekedtetek, hogy belehalt.
Oh. Is this how I did it?
Hogy?
I should bash my skull in with this right here, right now. There's no point in going on. If only Serena hadn't missed me back then. I'm going to be sick. There's no booze, no food. Even if there was anything left to eat or drink, I couldn't force it down. There's no point.
Lehet, hogy itt töltem. Nem tudom, mindegy, az...
Don't walk away from me. Don't you fucking care anymore? Stop! Get back here.
She was right. I wasn't good enough for her.
Jó, ennek a képnek még mindig semmi értelme, hogy ott van. Miért ide mész? Ide gyere.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Oh, mi? Várjál már. Én nem néztem még körbe.
Oh shit. We forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
Oh.
Let me go! Please! Let me go!
Akkor ezek szerint így ért véget, jó. Én azért még a többi cuccot még átnéztem volna, de nem tudtam, hogy ha oda megyek az ablakhoz, akkor befejeződik a játék. Mindegy. Na jó, várjál. Hogyha itt vannak a színészeknek a neveit, tehát 3 név van itt, akkor ezek szerint a kinti női hang a Serenának hangja volt. Akkor most így... Akkor most mi van? Akkor most mi van? Most várjál már. Jó, na szóval, érdekes egy játék volt, az biztosan. Az, hogy hát szerintem azért több volt most, mint 1 óra. De azt kell mondanom, hogy jó, igen, tehát nehézkesen indult, meg ahhoz képest, hogy mennyi, tehát hogy tényleg, hogy nem lehet benne kilépni, nem lehet benne állítgatni dolgokat. Ettől függetlenül azt mondom, hogy érdekes volt a története. Az, hogy így szépen így megyünk így körbe, és nézegetjük, hogy mi merre, hány méter, aztán utána így amikor megnéztünk mindent, akkor újra és hát ja. De akkor most ezek szerint így tényleg az volt, hogy veszekedtek. És akkor most megölte őt, de hogyha megölte őt és berakta a szekrénybe, akkor most kigyújtotta rá a házat. Tehát... Nem tudom, nem értem. Mindegy, ez is egy olyan játék, hogy szerintem ezen is lehet nagyon sokat beszélgetni, hogy most akkor itt valójában hogy most mi is történt, most hol is voltunk, miként voltunk. Ja, lehet, hogy itt akkor a fickó, a férfi az... Most volt ugye a pokolba, vagy nem tudom, tehát így. Tehát ő már a fickó se volt élő, igen. Hát, hogy ő is így halott volt. Jó, mindegy. Hát függetlenül azt mondom, hogy jó játék volt, érdekes volt, Steamen fönn van ingyen, bárki bármikor kipróbálhatja, tényleg 1 óra, másfél óra telt nagyjából ugye végigjátszani. Azt mondom, hogy nem volt rossz, én örültem neki, de akkor ez így ennyi. És gondolom ki fog dobni engem az asztalra, ugye? Nem fogom tudni végigmondani, amit akarok. Mert azt aki tudja. Igen, jól sejtettem. Kidobott úgy, hogy van az asztalra. Jó, srácok, lányok, hölgyek, urak. Akkor ennyi lett volna a Serena című játéknak a végigjátszása. Én köszönöm szépen mindenkinek, aki végignézte, aki lájkolta, aki kommentelt, aki megosztotta, aki nézte, aki itt volt, minden egyéb. És igazából ez így ennyi. Rövid játék, rövid összefoglaló, rövid élmények, érzések. Mindegy, kommentben azért írjátok le véleményeteket, hogy szerintetek mi történt, mert fogalmam sincs, most így hirtelen felindulásból. Na, de nagyjából ennyi volt akkor Serena. Nem kell ezt tovább ragozni, én szerintem. Na, srácok, lányok, hölgyek, urak, akkor én köszönöm szépen mindenkinek a figyelmet, én Szovi voltam, legyetek jók, írtok sok vizet, vigyázzatok magatokra és egymással, főleg ezek után. És majd találkozunk egy másik játék, vagy egy videónak az alkalmával. Na, sziasztok!